Good morning, everybody. Unless you live in Barrow, Alaska, their last sunset, they'll be in complete darkness, or their last sunrise until January the 22nd. Talk about going in darkness. Their last sunrise was yesterday. At sunset, complete darkness to January the 22nd. No, thank you. I lived in Seattle once. Would not want to live in Barrow, Alaska. Wish those folks good luck. So today's quote: give thanks in all circumstances. All. For this is the will of God, Christ Jesus for you. In all circumstances, good and bad. Good is great. Praise you can sing. And in bad you can praise and sing, because I can promise you there is something you need to learn. There's something that you want to learn. Learn from every one of those situations. All right, guys, let's get into it. Welcome to the AM Brief number 307, brought to you by microtrader.com, where together we trade better. We are MES Futures Trading Room, where, yes, learning to trade 1 to 3 micro contracts efficiently can change your life. So the only reminder today I really want to say is I updated the Essentials Indicator this morning. Small video on the trading floor inside of the Discord group. Tip of the day: I was perusing Twitter yesterday and some guy said got stopped out both directions, blew his day. Somebody replied, yeah, I was obliterated. What gets you stopped out both directions? What gets you stopped out? Well, chasing. Oops, we're going south. Oops, we're going north. And it reverses, and it reverses, and it reverses. That's what price does 90% of the time. Reverse, reverse, reverse. 10% of the time, it runs. You cannot have a system based on chasing price. You have to follow price. You can't predict it. You can't chase it. All you can do is follow it. Get yourself a system that keeps you on sides, that keeps you safe, and keeps you out of trades when there are no trades. Today's news drivers, not a whole lot. So not a whole lot to discuss, but tomorrow will be NVIDIA earnings after the close, 20 minutes after the close. So that should be a market mover. We will be live 30 minutes before the market opens for our mental training, our reminder of the day. And then at 11 Eastern, we're either managing a runner or we take a break. So if you like what we do here, like, subscribe, consider becoming a member, and share this with other traders who might be a chaser, because that's a tough way to trade. All right, so let's do a review yesterday. So we talked about this strong level in the night, and it got rejected to there. We came back to this strong range here. And then we opened up and we had a fantastic day in our group. And I'm going to tell you about it. But it's one of those things, if you weren't there, you just like, sure, that's what y'all did. Uh-huh. Well, luckily we had a new guy named George that got a week Zoom pass. He's checking us out for the week. And it was his first day in the group. And so I want some of my traders to reply to this, that yes, this is what happened. So we did not trade this in here. I told the group, though, that if we take out the opening with strength and it retests the opening, you can go long. It's an aggressive long. But if you want to go long, that's where you go long. And a number of my traders went long there. Then we talk about adding in this level area right here. I recommended they TP one or more of their contracts before this strong level again. I have no clue if it's going to touch the strong level and bounce. We don't predict price. We follow price. So I know some of my members TP'd right before the strong level, and then another add above the strong level, because we could have just touched the strong and bounced off, and it is what it is. No big deal. But if we got back up over it, what a place to add to your trade or initiate a new trade. I know at least one of my traders initiated a new trade there. I believe some other people TP'd there as well. And then all you do is you keep following price. you keep following price and you're adjusting your stop along the way using structure. And we're discussing all of this while we're on Zoom. The entries, the management of your runners, how to stay behind protection layers. And then you get the vomit somewhere along that this candle here. I'm sure the traders got out of their remainder. Many people with 20-point runners. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful way to start the week. They literally crushed it. And then, of course, I encouraged them to hang up their cleats. Just be done. Now, let's look at these RTH to RTH. Inside day, right? So you had Friday, and boy, we were just smack dab in the middle, almost perfectly, right? And then you have this beautiful RTH trend line, okay? And we came in, had this move, had this move, had this move. One of the things I recommend to traders is that when you have a bounce off a VWAP or you have a bounce off a trend line, don't take the first counter trade to that bounce. That is one of the trades that you can remove from your trading repertoire. Now, eventually, price is going to vomit, maybe, when it loses this line, but it's amazing how much it will just flirt with a line and then give it up. So let's go back to electronic trading hours here and let's look at that RTH line and look what happened overnight. It kept testing it, tested it again, and then boom, out, gone. And I woke up just at this exact moment and I decided to get up really early this morning to try and be long in here. I was long twice. I've decided to stop trying to be long. Um, I was long actually at 85, but these four candles back and forth, back and forth, back and forth just didn't keep me in the trade. And then I went long here and back and forth, back and forth. And then as soon as I get out, it skyrockets. I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I'm out. No big deal. I don't need to chase. I don't need every move. I will just wait for a new setup. So if I in here, I would draw this as well. We still have not gotten up over yesterday's opening. Where would I be looking for my next long? In all honesty, I'd like to see us get above the warning shot to bears. No big deal. I'm just going to require more confirmation of a move. I don't have to be in at the greediest price. Sure, I'd like to have my 85 back. But you know, the difficult thing about trading this zone again is what? Tested it here, tested it here. How many times can it test? A lot is the answer. A lot. Does not mean it has to break it here, but it's now they keep softening the ground here. And as I talked about in the weekend, I want this thing to vomit down to here. This is where I would really love price to go. And this might give me a great opportunity to do an option play, a call play into the future. Of course, I would probably be long futures as well. I would love to see us come down here. So in the pre-market, we have softened the ground again. Now, it took the RTH low. It took this overnight low as well. I wish it had taken this low. Had it taken this low, and we laddered back into here, I would have been more aggressive as far as holding my long as a chess move. So in other words, I'm not as going to be as picky as scalping. I'm not going to be as picky on, you know, it was in the profit. Oops, it was in the loss. It was in the profit. It was in the loss. It was in the profit. It was in the loss. I tend to not put up with that type of behavior in my normal trades unless I absolutely love the trade location. I do love the strong range trade location. I do, but I wish it had taken Friday's low and then gave me the trade. So I don't love it as much. So when I was long at 85 here, let's draw in 85. Let me grab this. 85. Right there. I was long at 85. So a little against me, went to the profit nicely. Against me in the profit nicely. Stop at break even, like, I'm done with this particular action. It comes back and gets me. Oh, well, it's okay, because I know that this is also a greedy pool of liquidity. It did not grab. That is not that far away. It's less than 10 points. And that's in the back of my mind. And it's no big deal. I would rather be out, reset, rethink, wait for my next entry and draw that out, because we're always pre-planning where's my next long, where's my next short, and you wait for price to deliver that opportunity to you. Okay. So no big deal. I'm out, zero stress. I'm getting ready for the AM briefing. I mean, it'd be nice to be long from 85 here. And, it's a nice 10 pointer at this moment. That would look pretty, but I can't let that kind of weird stuff dictate whether or not I'm in a trade. Price either does what I want it to do or it doesn't, and you move on. So don't chase price, have a system, and be with a group of people who trade the way you like to trade that can support you. There is tons of value in community. I see lots of guys, oh, I learned everything on my own. I have my own system. I trade my own by myself. I don't, I wouldn't want to trade like that. Find you a group of people, find a system that works for you. We're bounce traders and we try to trade with the trend. We're very cognizant of trend and trade location, bounce levels, especially the trade location. And as I've harped on recently, know where the bulls are and know where the bears are. Okay. Who controls, and try to trade in the direction of who controls the chart. In my opinion, the bears still control the chart. And that's one of the things we said yesterday. Hey, if you take this long, realize bears are in control. Risk of short covering is high. This was a micro short covering rally. This was nothing to write home to mama about. But that's exactly what happened is we've got that short covering rally. I was telling the traders, bears are in control, but the risk of a short covering rally is high. I was really hoping, once again, boy, I was hoping it went a little lower. For me, I would have loved when we had this opening candle. I was like, come on, baby. Come on, get down here. And it didn't. It went back to the opening, came back in. And then when it shot over that, that's where we said we got to go long. And so, if some leadership like that might help you be a better trader, check us out at microstrader.com. Get your hands on that free foundations course. It'll give you a great insight into who and how we teach what we do. Okay. Now, we still can't take out the high of this here, which is actually yesterday's opening. I would definitely be waiting for us to get over yesterday's opening. Then you've got some backsides, you got VWAPs. You still have some stuff to get through. I wouldn't be interested in longing here. I'd love to see us recapture this strong level here to go north or come on down. I'd love to see you come down to here. I'd love to see you come down to here. And then we get some sort of move like this and can be long, go make all-time highs before the end of the year so all these fund managers can hit their bonuses. Can't wait to trade with my traders live today. We had a fantastic day yesterday. I can't wait to see what happens today. Tuesdays are usually fantastic trading days for our system. Let's be patient. Let's wait for our levels and let's see what happens if price decides to come back here. Looks like it's challenging this little micro trend line here. And I believe this opening is proving to be an issue for price.
Stay green, my friends. And to learn more about our group, go to microstrader.com.